I've been thinking a little more about the theory on the schizophrenic ghosts being created by the intelligence structure. Indeed, the network of Masonic lodges via the intelligence structure in psychiatry is creating these schizophrenic ghosts and basically programming these schizophrenic ghosts to carry out abhorrent acts, which allows for the authorities to point at the figure and claim that they are a serial killer, when the majority of the actual killings were committed by interconnected networks of Masonic psychopaths. Indeed, the creation of serial killers is merely to cover up Masonic ritual killings, it seems. Indeed, there's a network that was connected to the Manson family, the Zodiac killer, and the Son of Sam cult, and that network was the process of the final judgment. And the process of the final judgment is very interesting. It's a Scientology offshoot, and indeed Scientology is a Office of Naval Intelligence network. Indeed, the process church of the final judgment was basically fronted by British intelligence operatives, but was known to be a conduit for a European Nazi network, most probably a European Nazi network connected to the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst. So it all links in. Indeed, the Process Church of the Final Judgment was a cover organization for child trafficking and prostitution, the distribution of illicit pornography, drug trafficking, and mind control programming. Indeed, it seems that a splinter network of the Process Church of the Final Judgment, known as the 4 Ps, was connected to the Manson family murders, the Zodiac killings, and the Son of Sam cult. Indeed, it is interesting to realize that these series of murders were probably not on the whole, committed by members of the Manson family, or in the case of the Son of Sam cultists. Indeed, many of the murders were most probably committed by networks of Masonic psychopaths, and they utilized schizophrenics who had been through behavior modification programs as patsies, such as Charles Manson himself, even though he didn't actually commit any murders, but the majority of the Manson family were under behavior modification also. And as I've stated, the females in the Manson family were mainly cast-offs from intelligence families put under programming and basically hypnotized to behave as they did. Indeed, the main Son of Sam killer, David Berkowitz, was a schizophrenic who had been through behavior modification programs. And this all seems to tie in with the creation of schizophrenic ghosts by the intelligence structure to designate as patsies in times when it appears that a Masonic network of psychopaths may be exposed. The intelligence structure utilizes one of their creations, i.e. a schizophrenic ghost, and designates them as a patsy to cover up for the network of Masonic psychopaths that are actually carrying out the killings. Indeed, as I referred to in several previous videos, in Russia, a similar situation occurs. Indeed, this has been going on since the Soviet Union, when psychiatry was basically taken over by the KGB. Indeed, the psychiatrists in the Soviet Union psychiatric system were all KGB operatives, and they created a series of so-called maniacs who were pre-programmed schizophrenics, and they utilized these schizophrenics to cover for the activities of Russian secret societies surrounding the Russian Communist Party. Indeed, these networks were networks of psychopaths who, just like the Masonic networks in the West, indulge in rape, torture, and orgies of ritual murder. And when it seems as if a network of these people is about to be exposed, a maniac suddenly pops up, who is a schizophrenic patsy for the networks that wish to conceal themselves from the public eye. Indeed, this seems to be a continuing series of events. Indeed, it's no surprise that suddenly in the 1960s and onward, a large amount of serial killers suddenly started popping up in the United States. Indeed, you could point to the nature of the culture at the time and say it's because of the narcotic proliferation and the breakdown of society that these serial killers are being created. Indeed, that isn't actually the case. These serial killers are being created by design, by the intelligence structure, and they will basically serve as entities of the Gladio 2 program, the Gladio program, and now the Gladio 2 program. Indeed, during the 1960s, it was the original Gladio program. Sorry for my mistake there. Indeed, the Gladio program took many forms. Indeed, the most notorious form is that Nazi and fascist paramilitary networks, coordinated by the intelligence agencies, would carry out false flag terror attacks that would then be blamed on communist groups and left-leaning groups that would then be linked up in some way to Soviet intelligence. And this would serve to make the populace ask the authorities for greater security measures, and this would strengthen the power of the state. Indeed, the serial killer phenomenons, beginning really in the 1960s, served exactly the same purpose. Indeed, people would be fearful after hearing of the existence of serial killers, and therefore would ask the state for greater security measures, which allows for greater state control over the lives of the individual. And that seems to be how it was and is. Indeed, in the modern world, terrorist attacks, which are supposedly carried out independently by jihadist networks, serve the same purpose. Indeed, if there are jihadist networks involved and not just fascist paramilitaries in disguise, these networks are all connected to the Western intelligence and Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst networks. And these are simply false flag events coordinated by the intelligence apparatus to cause the population as much fear as possible and impose a level of psychological trauma on the population, which is something the Tavistock Institute wishes to do. Indeed, the Reesian vision of the elite cabal of psychiatrists ruling the state plays out, whereby through mass trauma programming of the population, a state of soft psychosis is created in the population, which allows for basically a psychiatric takeover of the state structure to maintain order, supposedly. But the real reason is that these events serve to centralize power for the psychocracy within the state structure. Indeed, it's all very interestingly, I'm going down a bit of a rabbit hole at the moment regarding these networks of schizophrenic ghosts. It seems that many of these schizophrenic ghosts had some sort of brain surgery performed on them, and that seems to have been basically kind of like leucotomies, whereby the brain was edited from its original functioning by networks of neuroscientists operating for the state structure in programs such as the MK Ultra program, and in the United States, the Mindgate program in Britain, and Project Sturm in Russia. All three of these projects seem to have been overseen by a cabal of Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst neuroscientists. Indeed, it's interesting how that dialectic of the Cold War, as I already theorized, was created by the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst. And the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst had operatives within both the Western intelligence structure and the Soviet intelligence structure. Indeed, there were also Nazi psychiatrists from the T4 program and the concentration camps who were operative in the MK Ultra, Mindgate, and Project Sturm programs, and were basically collecting enormous amounts of data on the human mind, which are now being utilized for digital reasons as well as human. Indeed, much of this data on the study of the human mind, indeed, especially the study of the schizophrenic mind, is now used in AI technology and digital feedback loops, and also the screams of tortured schizophrenics have been digitized and are played out in frequencies to the population. Indeed, the levels at which these frequencies are played are not audible to the ear, but they are affecting the general dynamics of the population. Indeed, it seems like these frequencies being played in the United Kingdom are directly linked to the breakdown of society as is occurring now. And this serves to create mass crime waves and general disharmony and discontent among the population, who will eventually tire of the chaos and then ask the government for more security, which allows for the cryptocracy to implement their totalitarian technocratic state. Indeed, there seems to be no way out of this scenario. It's basically all occurring as the psychiatric networks from the 17 and 1800s wished things to occur by this time. Indeed, there are theories that the end game is Agenda 2030, which we are approaching now, and that basically everybody is going to be herded into smart cities and taken off the land. And I'm not entirely sure how everything is going to occur. Indeed, Britain seems to be at an end. Indeed, just walking around the town I live in, I can tell that society is not right, and people are feeling very insecure. It's really, really very sad. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there.